Hello everyone, my name is Roya and I'm back with another Booktube SFF Babbles video. This one is about my favorite space operas. So a couple of these I already talked about in my favorite SFF with people of color, but I'm going to mention them again. But I'm going to start with the ones that were not the same ones as in that video. So the first one I'm going to be talking about is the Hyperion Cantatos. This is a series of 4 books that is an absolute mindfuck of a series. Each book is a little bit different from the others, and they are definitely all very weird in this very epic, awesome way. Next, I'm going to talk about Microrna by Anne McCaffrey, and this is a book that I only liked the first book of. I didn't like the rest of the series. I tried to read the second one and didn't love it at all, but I absolutely adored this first one, so I definitely do still highly recommend this one because it can stand up on its own. It can be a standalone, and it's really good. So it is about a girl who is an alien. She's of an alien race of people who are basically reminiscent of unicorns. They have like funky looking feet, and they have horns, and she can, as she was like lost from her race, and she's found by these 3 dudes on a mining ship, and they raise her as their own for like a while they're still in space, and then when they finally get planet side, they try to turn her into the social services, kind of thinking, oh, maybe she can find a home and blah blah blah, but then it turns out that the social services people think that she's just weird and they don't understand that she's not human, so they kind of just go like, well, maybe we should cut off her horn and blah blah blah. So the 3 minor dudes are like, dude, no, we need to save her, so we need to just like keep her then and raise her as our own. So it's a very, very awesome story, and there's all kinds of adventure in this book and everything. So I definitely highly recommend reading this. Since I'm already talking about Microrna, which is a series that I only liked the first one of, I will also recommend Dune, which I also really liked the first one of, and then the rest of the series just went severely downhill. So I actually liked the third one too. The second one was actually pretty good too, except that nothing happens in it. But the 4th, 5th, and 6th ones, in my opinion, are not even worth it at all. But anyway, it is a really awesome series that I really need to reread the first book, because I do remember really liking it 10 years ago, so yeah. Next, I'm going to talk about The Long Way to a Small Angry Planet by Becky Chambers, and this is about some people on a spaceship, and it's awesome. They're all diverse, and they're all very interesting characters. It's basically billed as Firefly, but with aliens, and some of the people on the crew are aliens, and some of them are human, and there are all kinds of interesting, like, gender identity and all this other stuff that, like, it's very, very diverse and very awesome. Next, we will talk about Empress of a Thousand Skies by Rhoda Belleza, and I also talked about this one in my favorite SFF starring people of color, and this is a very awesome book about a princess who she's the only surviving member of her family, and then when she's going to be coronated, at her coronation, she has an attempt on her life happen, so she basically has to flee. And then meanwhile, there's a boy who is blamed for the attempt on her life when he wasn't even there, so why would he be blamed for it? They're just trying to find a scapegoat, basically, and so he is also fleeing for his life, and all this other stuff happens, so it is very awesome. Those are some of my favorite space operas. Let me know what your favorite space opera is in the comments, and let me know what your thoughts are on the ones that I mentioned if you have read them, and I will see you very soon with a new video. Bye!